Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Teitel on a slightly down morning more broadly, Valerie, but we've got some big movers on both ends, including a big move to the upside this morning for EchoStar. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nathan. Yeah, let's start with EchoStar. Shares are trading higher by over 7% so far in pre-market trade, and this comes after there are more people eyeing some of its assets. Bloomberg reporting that Verizon is in talks to purchase some of EchoStar's wireless spectrum. Now, these licenses are valuable in carrying 5G signals, and EchoStar is selling them off the back of an FCC probe earlier in the year. Previously, AT&T and SpaceX have bought some of EchoStar's assets, and they paid at a price above book value. So it's looking like EchoStar could have another cash cow deal on its hands, and that's what's raising the stock this morning.
And on the other side of the coin, the biggest downside mover not living up to its name, Firefly Aerospace.
Yeah, the stock is in the red, trading down 10% so far in pre-market trade. They had yet another rocket launch that went awry after a similar mishap back in April. Now, Firefly operates in the very competitive satellite launch business, creates rockets to launch them into orbit to space dominated by SpaceX. And this company still has a lot to prove that it can compete in this sector. They went public back in August at a share price of $45 a share. It's now trading at $33 a share if this pre-market trade holds, so trading at a 25% discount to their IPO price.
Now, we had some red headline news on job cuts at Exxon Mobil, Valerie. Is that moving the stock at all?
So, look, it's not moving the stock that much, but it's an interesting story to highlight. So Exxon Mobil is trading unchanged at the moment, but they did announce a plan to cut 2,000 jobs globally as a part of a long-term restructuring plan. Now, the reductions announced would represent around 3 to 4% of Exxon's total workforce and are part of the company's ongoing efficiency drive, but it really is a sign of the times, Nathan. Many oil producers are reducing workforce numbers, be it Chevron, ConocoPhillips, or BP, among those major oil companies that have announced thousands of job cuts in recent months on the back of crude oil prices tumbling this year. And to note, they are down today as well after having the worst session in 2 months yesterday.
And it's not just the oil majors that are going through strategic reviews of sorts. We're also seeing some of that in the beauty space as well.
Yeah, the beauty brand Coty. Now, it's rising on the back of this restructuring announcement, up 1.5%. According to a statement, the company has begun a strategic review of its consumer beauty brands to refocus on fragrances. Now, Coty is the company behind CoverGirl, Max Factor, Rimmel, Sally Hansen. Management is considering partnerships, spinoffs, divestitures as more as a part of its assessment. Now, Coty shares have declined 42% year to date. They struggle to turn around sales and have seen 3 consecutive quarters of declining revenue. So a statement from the company that a strategic review is in place, boosting the shares slightly higher this morning.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.